Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex, and is it the Rare Whiskey?
It's Rare Whiskey Friday, but there's a twist.
Ooh.
None of these are whiskey.
Wait.
But I mean, they're whiskey flavored spirits.
Are you lost?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong. Where am I? It's Rare Whiskey Spirit Flavored Friday.
Okay, so on Rare Whiskey Spirit Flavored Friday, we're going to go through and get first impressions on several different whiskey
Flavored things.
spirit things. These aren't necessarily large brands. More often than not, these are going to be your smaller brands without a lot of distribution. If you should be so lucky as to live in a place, if you get your hands on these whiskeys, you're welcome for the review, and thank you to the magnificent bastards who sent the whiskey.
Yeah.
What you kind of got me concerned here.
I know.
I mean,
that's why I'm not doubling down on the glasses, one each.
Okay.
Right?
Now, like our concern is coming from a place where once people start throwing in flavors in a whiskey, artificial stuff, they very often just take over. They dominate. It's just going to be that big artificial note, and then you're struggling to find anything under or around that. So we'll see.
Okay, you are the flavored guinea pig.
Hold on, that's fine though. I am going into an open mind because my main thing is I don't really care what the category is. Is it good?
Right.
Do I like it? And what people like is very subjective, but do I like it?
This is a gift from magnificent bastard Matt Roth.
Matt Roth, you magnificent
bastard.
I already got here to tell you. Like, I haven't put my nose in this thing.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this thing other than I looked at the back and it says Frisky Monkey.
Frothy. Frisky, I mean. You're right.
Frisky Monkey.
Yeah.
If it was frothy, that'd be even better.
That'd be better.
For Frisky Monkey, this is already.
It's on my fingers.
No, hold on. This is already. You know what? It's got a point. It's got a point. Plus 1 point for the name alone. It's a Frisky Monkey. Now, on the nose. You know what? It's I'm in IHOP. It's the buttered pancakes with the syrup.
Okay, so look at the front.
Yeah.
What does it say at the very, very bottom in the black?
Product of Scotland.
Yeah.
What?
But what's all the writing in?
Not Scotch.
No, it's Spanish. It's a Mexican, released first in Mexico.
Wow.
So, but no. While you sip on, so this is a honey flavored Scotch.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is maple and butter on pancakes.
It's honey liqueur with Scotch whiskey in it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's
as the base.
Like, have you put your nose in there?
Oh no, I know. It's on my fingers because it's spilled and I can't get rid of it.
I'm very familiar with this note. I've been to the international.
It is buttered pancakes.
It is with the syrup on top.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%, I agree.
Sometimes you'll say like, it's like this or it's like that, and you get little glimmers and flashes of flavors. This is literally
pancakes at IHOP.
Yes, with the syrup.
With the plain syrup. Try a sip and see if it tastes that way.
It is as sweet as a spoonful of honey.
Okay.
And more honey shows up on the taste.
Okay. So the nose is all pancakes.
You still very much get, what you're expecting from the nose, but you also get this added flavor of just honey mixed in with that.
Okay, so I gotta tell you.
Wow.
This is the most on-the-nose marketing pitch I've ever read in my life, and we don't normally do this, but because we're moving quickly, but you gotta hear this.
Okay.
This guy says,
Frisky Monkey. Look, they already got a point for Frisky Monkey.
Yeah, their branding said, founded by entrepreneur Luis Fabricio Camarena Roca, the Frisky Monkey brand is aimed at millennials and hipsters. That's very specific. This is a bottle just for and that's why we got this funky little mustachioed and funky hair glasses.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then he says this. This is a direct quote, by the way.
Okay, would that be too on the nose for hipsters though?
It would be. That's the problem.
Right.
The irony is he's marketing straight to hipsters, but not understanding what hipsters are driven by.
That's not how hipsters work, man.
Yeah. This is a direct quote from him.
Right.
On his interview with someone trying to promote the brand.
Right.
He says, our blends are chosen carefully by our master distiller in Scotland to meet the needs of millennials and hipsters looking to buy new, attractive, and quality products.
Needs more fixie bike.
Yeah. It smacks of desperation,
honestly,
doesn't it?
So here's the thing. Leave the hipster thing aside. I'm not sure what was the impetus behind that train of thought.
I don't know either.
But I think there absolutely is a market for that flavor set.
Oh, yeah.
Just like people who they don't want to go on an adventure. They don't want nuance. They just want to give me big, sweet things that I'm already familiar with.
He just chose the wrong message.
Right.
It's a great product for people who love that kind of stuff.
Right.
Okay, keep it with the bottle so you know what's what.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
I don't mind it. Like, I'm not reaching for it, but I don't mind these little detours.
Next is Next is a gift from Titan of Whiskey.
Brian Dickerson.
Daniel, in the distance, do you hear that?
I hear it.
The rumbling of magnificence. Could it be?
I keep trying to change up my reaction, but I don't know what else to do.
Cheers, you magnificent bastards.
All right. You just do random stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man.
It really.
In a world where people think everything matters so hard.
Yeah,
this is the one thing that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a married couple, Stephen Yang and Brittany Merrill Yang.
You know what this is?
Yeah, what?
This is buttered popcorn.
What? Really?
Go. Put your nose in there.
Oh, it is buttered popcorn.
Buttered popcorn.
Yeah, but you know what it actually is?
What is it actually?
Skrewball peanut butter whiskey.
No, on the
Yeah.
nose buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
So on the first thing with the Frisky Monkey, it was pancakes and butter and maple syrup at the IHOP there. And then on the taste, that's when the honey started to show up. We'll see if this has a similar path to where on the nose it's very different than what the actual thing is.
Yeah.
So on the nose,
basically, this guy was bartending, but at a
it's
bar.
just so buttery. It's like that artificial movie popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a shot at the bar that was peanut butter and whiskey. That was like the bar's signature shot.
Okay.
Peanut butter and whiskey. And so they decided to turn it into a drink.
The more,
This is going everywhere, by the way. It's everywhere. And they're now in the middle of a lawsuit with 3 people who sued them saying, now that they're hugely successful, saying, hey, you promised us a part of this company and
right.
now you've cut us out. And
I'm getting so
who knows
much
what
buttered
happens
popcorn.
next.
Like I can imagine some peanut dustings on this buttered popcorn, but the dominant note for me is artificial buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
You know what though?
Can I tell you what this is good over? Because I tried it.
No, hold on. The peanut shows up on the flavor,
Yeah.
and again, it's just so sweet. Both of these things. It's like you have the flavor that they say they're working with, and then you have just fully half of it is almost a simple syrup sweetness. So I like peanut butter a lot. I like that flavor. It leaves me with so much intense sweetness though.
Yeah.
This has to be going into like ice or I gotta do it.
Put some ice in it. You know what I did it over?
Right.
Bluebell homemade vanilla.
Oh.
And it's like putting Bailey's over coffee ice cream,
Yeah.
right? Put this over vanilla, it turns it into a peanut butter liqueur ice cream.
Yeah, if you're not really into peanut butter, that's not going to be your thing. But this is like a third peanut butter flavor, 2/3 simple syrup sweetness.
Right.
Man.
Think of it like Bailey's on the rocks. Bailey's Irish cream on the rocks.
Oh.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
No. From that, again, the sweet. Oh.
From that perspective.
Like, I'm not a candy guy. I'm not a sweets guy.
Yeah.
I think they took it a little bit too far with the sweetness. Mm-hmm. But, God, I like that underlying peanutty flavor.
Yeah.
It's just too sweet for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that.
Oh, man. Why are you
there it
not
is.
having any of these?
I don't, what? You noticed?
I noticed the first one.
Yeah. I have things to do later. I can't blow my palate out right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's just too. Ugh. It's like they super saturated.
This is a gift from Greg Thomas.
Saturated sugar in there.
Thomas's. Greg Thomas's, you magnificent bastard.
Greg Thomas, you magnificent.
Bastard!
This is one that we've had for a while, Leadslingers Napalm. It's their response to Fireball.
Oh, they went napalm?
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right, so just based on the name alone, haven't nosed it. Probably going for a cinnamon bomb if they're going after Fireball. Mm-hmm. All right, cinnamon bomb. It's a cinnamon bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
You nailed the nose, fellas.
Yeah.
That's a cinnamon. Man, and cinnamon is one of those flavors that can get really overbearing, really strong, really quickly. And if that's the main thing you're working towards, you're going to find a big old chunk of that flavor.
My left hand smells very strange. It's a mix of all three things that I poured leaking onto my fingers. So I'm getting cinnamon, peanut butter, honey.
Yeah. So I just have to
so
do,
weird.
I just have to do like a glancing blow on the nose.
yeah.
Here. It's just breathe in as you just let it just nip the tip, just right there, glancing blows. Here, get in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
That is, woo.
Yeah.
That's cinnamon.
It's a hot cinnamon. Wow.
Is it spicy?
It's spicy.
What's the proof?
It's
33.
Yeah. It's way less sweet than the previous two we've had.
Okay, way more cinnamon then.
Way more cinnamon.
Wow.
And then the finish, I would dare say, it's borderline almost a dry cinnamon.
Oh.
Which is interesting. And that may be because I've acclimated to like these sweet bombs, the two before it.
Right. All right, set that right there.
Yeah. Okay.
This one is called, oh, by the way, this one is a gift from Brian Cordes. Magnificent bastard.
Brian Cordes, you magnificent
Blaster.
I gotta tell you.
Coldcock.
Well, warm it up.
Coldcock American Herbal flavored whiskey. Now they took a whiskey and then they like basically blended a bunch of herbs into it. Green tea, hibiscus, ginger, eucalyptus,
This is
ginkgo.
gin.
Yeah. It's gonna be more like a gin than a whiskey.
This is very much.
So it's the process of a compound gin, but
Yeah.
using whiskey as the base instead of a clear spirit as the base.
Okay. I like gin.
Yeah.
I do. I enjoy gin a lot.
Now these are the same people who were roughly involved with promoting Jägermeister to the world through a marketing company they worked with.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Their goal is to take, they're taking 3-year-old bourbon and then adding all these herbs to it.
Yeah.
And their goal is to try to basically take on the do a shot people like Jägermeister did.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's their whole marketing campaign. Do a shot, live life one shot at a time. Coldcock, here's your shots,
Yeah.
it's party time.
Yeah. That's here's fine. There takes all kinds, but in our scene, in our community, it's like, yeah, it's not about the shots. It's about, you're actually experiencing what's in the bottle, but most importantly, it's the experience you have around the bottle with some really cool people. Yeah, but it's frustrating because of how much I genuinely like this nose. Get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is. It's a mixture between good gin and smelling like a really nice tea blend when you
Yeah.
open up like a tea bag from like a specialty tea blend.
I like both those things.
Yeah, me too.
I think they took it too far on the palate.
It's just,
They took it too far with the palate. Too much. It's not simple syrup sweetness, but it's like sugar in your tea. If you over-sugared your tea.
it's if you over sugared green tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The nose is phenomenal, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wish it deserves a chance.
The ice machine.
Is this it?
Yep.
Okay. I think 2 is plenty. For what's left, give it a moment. Should be nice and cold. I still like the nose. It's even
Yeah,
clean-
it's even more citrusy now.
yeah, cleaner and fresher. They just take me too far with the sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I think most people, at least in the States, who really like sweet stuff, that's probably right in their wheelhouse. For me, though, it's a bridge too far.
I'm excited about the last one. I wanted to end with this for a reason.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is another from Brian Dickerson, who we already tightened it.
Yes.
But this is, you ever heard of a rock and rye? So it was a drink and actually was served as medicine in the 1800s.
Okay.
And it was taxed at a lower rate because it was considered medicinal, but it was just rye whiskey with like fruits or herbs and then rock candy, basically hard candy, mixed in to sweeten it up. And essentially it's not a mixed cocktail. So it's not like a bottled Manhattan or a bottled old fashioned.
Right.
It's more like an infusion. Because you take the rye whiskey, you put all the stuff you want in this, you let it sit and soak, and then you drain off the spirit, and then you serve it in a cocktail.
I look
right?
at that bottle and I have one word that springs to mind. What's your one word that springs to mind?
Fat.
Girth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a girthy
That's
boy.
girthy. So
The circumference on that.
this is Slow and Low Rock and Rye from Horstadter's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is a tradition up in the Northeast. Pennsylvania's been making these kinds of things for, well, basically since they showed up in the 1800s.
This is by far the lightest, less intense nose.
I'm looking for more subtlety on this, and it's 84 proof, so they didn't sacrifice going below the 40.
Yeah.
They put into here bitters, oranges, honey, rye, and rock candy.
Now the oranges are definitely there.
To me, this one begs to be on the rocks.
Okay.
I'm betting.
All right, we'll get there.
And I've had this one before, but it's just been a while.
On the nose, the oranges are going to be the most present thing. And orange is one of these flavors that, it's like cinnamon, it can just dominate everything else very, very quickly. So, you're gonna see if there's a little bit more subtlety and nuance on that nose. I kept finding oranges on the nose, on the taste. Man, that's a big old orange. Orange with, yeah, there's some other, you said bitters and,
Honey.
yeah, they added some sweetness in there for sure. It's nice.
It is a cocktail.
It is a cocktail.
It's a really, honestly, it's a really well-made cocktail.
I think so too. I think of everything that we've poured, this is my favorite taste.
If this was poured straight into a fancy glass on the rocks with some kind of dressing, it would be an astounding cocktail.
This is the favorite thing that I've tasted so far.
Because it's a cocktail where you still taste whiskey.
Yeah, but on the nose, man, that Coldcock, it's a little heartbreaking because that was a phenomenal nose. And if it would have delivered on the taste the same thing it was promising on the nose, then that would have been like, oh, I'm going to find some of this. Yeah, it's just, it got that oranginess with the ice. It just becomes cleaner and fresher, a little less, I guess bitter maybe, a little less bitter, but oh yeah. No, it's made for ice. Made for ice.
Put a little dressing on that in a fancy glass. Serve it at a bar.
Don't screw around with a neat pour on that.
Do you know we could make
It really comes alive with the
rock
ice.
and rye?
Oh yeah?
Because it's an infusion.
Okay.
Which means we could take our existing rye in a bottle, create an infusion at the bar, and then just pour it over ice as a cocktail. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Think about a summer drink.
Yeah. Wow. That's really good. What do you get? Was it
Horstadter's.
That's the.
We've had, we reviewed something else from them. I can't remember what it was. But yeah,
All right.
Pennsylvania.
Well done. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may I fight for a friend.
steal me, you steal your liver.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.